Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Exeter West Greenwich. This is the EWG Mercury. My name is Adam Reese. I am the moderator for today. But before we get into anything, let's introduce the panel.
Mr. Searle, teacher.
Nick Petrarca, student.
I'm Ryan McKenna, student.
I'm Billy Plants.
So, this is what the kids these days are talking about. A thing called a fidget spinner. Check it out.
Oh, Adam. There we
Couldn't
go.
even do it right.
That's the latest trend of today.
Isn't that neat?
It's hypnotic almost.
For the viewers looking right now, it may not seem like much, but even I'll admit, I just tried it recently. It's very addictive. It's very, it's fun to play with. I can't describe it. You see it and you're like, well, why would someone ever want to buy that? But then you actually start playing with it and that's kind of fun.
So let's get it from the students' insight first, and then we'll get to you on as a teacher what you think of it. Let's start. Oh, there it goes. All right. So Billy,
It's not distracting at all.
Yeah, as we're distracted.
So Billy, what do you think of the whole fidget spinner, and do you think it's good, bad, or what do you think?
I personally like the fidget spinners. I use them quite often.
So
You've seen me use them almost every single day. It keeps me occupied, because I get antsy when I'm in class.
Mm-hmm.
So something to keep my hands busy while I'm really getting to that point where I'm I need to get out of this seat, or instead of going for a walk around the building or something, or doing something that's not okay.
The
in class,
fidget spinner keeps you from walking around the school and.
Yeah,
All
kind
right.
of keeps me from.
All right, fair enough. Yeah. Ryan, how about you? What do you think?
Well, when the fidget spinner, when the fidget spinners first came out, I was like, this is an interesting concept, but I don't really need one. I don't need that to keep me focused. But eventually, after a while, I kind of caved in and was like, okay, lots of people have them, so let's see what the ruckus is. So I got one, and I'll admit, when I am stressed with lots of workloads on me, senior project or research paper, something like that. If I spin it or have that or something to fidget with in my hand, it'll keep me on track and focused. But then again, sometimes it is used as entertainment and a distraction. So somebody will be talking, say, and I'll just spin it and be like, what'd you say? And I'll just be spinning that. But if you're by yourself and you're trying to focus on work, and you have that, it does kind of keep you in line for the most part. Whereas I feel if you're in a crowded room or a workspace with other people, it does pose as somewhat of a distraction.
All right, I'm going to be honest. Now, my opinion is, it might trigger a few people, I get that. The fidget spinner, this right here, it's a toy. Nothing more, nothing less. Yes, it's fun. It's cool to play with, it's a good time, but it's not something that will help you focus. There is absolutely no scientific research to back up the fact that this helps you focus. And as I said, at the end of the day, it's just another toy that you play with.
All right. And as a teacher, how do you feel about the fidget
I want to
spinners?
add to your comments about the scientific evidence supporting that.
Definitely.
Psychologists, physicians, neuro people spend careers researching what helps with something like ADHD.
They spend their lifetime
And
dedicating themselves to finding the best
and
way.
years and decades of research. So I guess my contention with the fidget spinner would be that a company can come out and say, hey, this helps with ADHD. And it's really a marketing ploy to get people desperate for help with ADHD to go buy another gadget.
Yeah.
So my big contention with it is, it's being marketed as something to help people with an illness perhaps, and there's no research, there's no scientific evidence that supports that I've been able to find yet.
I agree with you 100%. I actually did my research before the shoot, and I found a lot of scientists just rebuttaling it. It doesn't help at all. There's and they did experiment after experiment. It's not like it was just, there's no proven facts to say that this helps people focus.
Now even if, it's been out popular for 6 weeks, 6 months.
About
Yeah,
probably
yeah,
about
it's been-
Even if there was a study that had followed, say, Bill for 6 months, and Bill using the fidget spinner, which would assume that we would follow you for 6 months prior to you ever having a fidget spinner, or that we might look at you with a fidget spinner and without a fidget spinner, and is Bill a better student when he's got his fidget spinner spinning? Then we could start to say, hey, there's evidence that supports that for Bill, it's a good solution.
So, as you guys can see here,
Scientifically speaking.
as you guys can see here, we have two sides. We have the pro fidget spinners and we have the anti fidget spinners. But the thing that it was originally intended for, if I remember correctly, is for autism itself, as kind of like a stimulant to not like cure autism, but like almost to calm students down and stuff. Then it ended up branching off to people with ADHD and then anxiety. And the thing with a lot of people is with ADHD, I kind of want to talk about this for a minute. A lot of people over self-diagnose themselves with ADHD. They don't get doctors to tell them, you know, oh yeah, you have ADHD. No, it's usually, oh, I have ADHD because I can't sit still. I keep tapping my foot, so that means I
Most
have
teenagers
ADHD.
can't sit still.
So then they buy the fidget spinner. As you said, it's a marketing scam, right? Marketing technique.
My opinion.
Yeah.
Because they know that ADHD is such an over self-diagnosis in the United States alone that they use it as a marketing ploy, and they use that to their advantage, you know.
Preying on consumers.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be labeled as the anti-fidget spinner
No.
person, really. I mean, this is not new. Okay, 50 years ago, the yo-yo was going to be the downfall of society because every teenager was walking around with a yo-yo. And then it was Tamagotchis and other virtual pets and things
Silly
like
bear.
that. And
Those
today
were great.
it's a fidget spinner. Tomorrow it's going to be something else. So
No, I get that.
On another note, we're going to take a short break here. Enjoy this PSA that the students of the multimedia class have pieced together for you, and we will be right back.
I'm sorry.
This sorry has nothing to do with it. You're worse than your mother. You know, I work every single day and all I do is hear this crap. What a loser. I can't believe my kid.
Why is the sky blue? I don't know. I think it has something to do with the atmosphere. I don't know. Maybe like the gases and stuff. Maybe it just makes the sky blue. Yeah. Anyway, I did good in my tennis match the other day. I won. Wow! High five!
And welcome back to the Exeter West Greenwich Mercury talk show. As you may recall, we are talking about the fidget spinners. Nick said to me during the commercial break that he would like to touch up on a few things.
Now, also in preparation for this video shoot that we're doing, I actually talked to one of my friends. And now before we left, you said a lot of people self-diagnose ADHD.
Yeah.
She has actually gone to more than one doctor, and multiple doctors have said, you have ADHD. She takes medication when she wakes up and before she goes to bed to help with this ADHD that she has.
Yeah.
And she says that the fidget spinner is just another distraction. If she has it with her, it's going to distract her. She says it really it pulls her away from the schoolwork. And to hear that coming from someone who, you know, actually like legitimately suffers from this on a daily basis, it put things into perspective. And one final thing I'd like to say about the fidget spinner, placebo effect. If you are told to believe, oh, that this will help you focus, placebo effect, maybe you might actually focus while having it. It doesn't mean it's actually scientifically proven to help you focus, but
So maybe in
Nick.
your friend's case, it's not one size fits all.
exactly.
Or one medicine cures all.
Ryan wanted to say something.
It also depends on the person too. Like individually, like they may feel it helps them. Everybody has their own style of learning. It's like all different learning types. Some people may feel better when they have something to hold on to or something to like fidget with. Like I know with me, my parents say it all the time, I'm always like grabbing onto something when I'm like talking. I'll always be like, I'll like play with my keys or I'll like play with my phone case. I'll like peel it off. Like with me, my thoughts kind of perform better when I have something I'm holding or like fidgeting with. Like I speak with my hands, I like talk with my hands, I do everything with my hands. So like to have something to hold on to, not that I would use it in class like 24/7, like I am focused without it, but it's just, if I have a workload to do on my own, like I said before, I would rather have something there to keep me like steady.
Here's something I want to say. If you compare this generation and all the different tools and toys that we need to keep ourselves concentrated
it's
with,
crazy.
with like 2 generations ago, Generation X or the baby boomers, no one needed those.
Yes.
No one need. Yeah,
Yes.
anxiety existed. Yeah, ADHD existed.
I want to hug you right now. Yes, seriously.
That's saved
No.
for after the show. But the thing is, no one needed that or anything. And it's like now we have all these fancy gadgets to keep ourselves concentrated and
Yes.
stuff. It's just, in my own personal opinion, it's another stupid trend. And one thing I want to kind of branch off on, speaking of stupid trends, nice transition here. Third time's the charm.
Distraction.
There, the third time is the charm.
And the dab too, that's
And
another.
that. The good old water bottle flip.
Yeah.
Yes.
There have been a lot of trends that, I mean, there always have been trends, but I feel that these trends are getting kind of dumber in my own personal opinion. There's the water bottle flipping, which I am guilty of doing a lot. And you think I'd get good with it, but nope. Then there was then the dab. I don't know what the heck was up with that, but and now it's the fidget cubes and the fidget spinnyards,
Yeah.
the fidget spinners and this and that, and it's like, yo, chill out.
Yo.
What happened to just video games? You know,
At
like,
the same time, I feel like I actually really enjoy the water bottle trend. I find that amusing. I love it. And the water bottle, the whole flip the water bottle, it's not hurting anybody. It's kind of, there's nothing wrong with it. Where I just feel like with the fidget spinners, if people use them and it actually distracts them from their schoolwork, it could do some harm.
I really like the water bottle because it's physical, doing something. People are having to disengage from the digital device that they might have otherwise planted in front of their face. And they've got to strategize about, oh, can we balance it off the light? Can we get it to go off the clock tower outside in the courtyard? And so there's dialogue around it. There's problem solving, and there is skill involved and a little bit of luck.
Yeah.
But it's not a virtual engagement. It's a real physical thing in front of you engagement, and then
I
people can
agree
work
with what you said about that, but Nick, I gotta disagree with you about what you said. The fidget spinners are a distraction in my own opinion, yes, but same with the water bottles. Like yesterday, for example, you kept trying to get Nick and the rest of the whole Brady Bunch to stop water bottle flipping, and they couldn't and stuff. And I feel that that's just as much of a distraction as fidget spinning.
Yeah, but like
I feel like the bottom line here is, if it's a trend, it's a distraction. If you think about it, like take everything into consideration. What other trends are there? The fidget spinners, the water bottles, dabbing. It's a distraction. Like you can't be in class and just be like dabbing, and like go way back. Like silly bands, we were talking about that earlier.
Yeah.
You could always take them off. People would be distracted by the shapes of them, stretching them, looking at them. Like if it's a trend, it's majorly a distraction.
Yeah, I have to disagree with Adam though on one quick point. I feel that here's my thing. Yeah, you said the water bottle can be a distraction. Yeah. It's a lot less of a distraction though, because you have to actually get on the ground and do it. Whereas with the the thing, you can fidget whenever you want. You can spin whenever you want. Yeah, I know, but like if you're in the middle of class, you're not going to do that. That's just not something you're going to do. You know?
Nick, as I recall, we were in
is
class.
that distracting?
We were in class yesterday, and you were kind of going at it with that water bottle. That might have been a distraction to the rest of us working.
It was.
So we're gonna wrap it up here. This was a good debate. This was the EWG Mercury. I'm Adam Reese. Thank you for watching.